book club night. We read the Tinderland. Books at the front, so I'm not gonna show you whatever. It'll be on my Instagram at some point. It's at a restaurant closer to me. Set on to drive an hour to Gilbert, East Valley. I don't even think it's Gilbert. It's East Valley. I don't even know where it is. Where we usually go. This is in Phoenix. So by the time you get this, we're going to Fraser's. I've never been there. Apparently barbecue, what have you. So that is where we're going. I briefly looked at the menu. I remember nothing. Oh, they have ooey gooey cake. I love ooey gooey cake. I haven't had it in a long time. They used to have it at AJ's. Fine Foods. I don't know. AJ's is an Arizona company. And then Bob's Bakery has it sometimes too. Anyway, I'm like, what did I just wipe off? Did I wipe off my eyebrows? No. Okay, so the eyebrows are actually my new it's probably not going to focus at all. I can't even see it with my own glasses. There we go. It's the new Mighty, it probably is upside down, Mighty Fine Brow Pen by Benefit Cosmetics. So I used that. And then this one is almost empty, but I have another one because when they're on sale, I buy two. So we have this much left. And I did my eyebrows this morning because I had a doctor's appointment. I had a bout of vertigo in October. I don't know if I said that on here. So I went for that. And blood work, because she loves doing blood work. So I knew she was going to do blood work. So I'm like, just go ahead and do it all. I'm going to go in with this NYX or NYX highlighter real quick. Just kind of go under my eyebrow. And I want to say that's that one car, but I'm not 100% sure. My downstairs neighbor has been working on putting tint on his windows for several hours. Mind you, the tint's the dark tint, and in Arizona, it can't be so dark so the police can't see in it. It is borderline that dark. I don't know if he doesn't know that. I'm not going to tell him because, you know, we don't talk. So most talking I've done is, you know, to his wife, who doesn't understand English apparently. So she says, but the office says they can't speak English. But anyway. So yeah, he's putting tint on his window while I was working. I saw him and I'm just like, yeah, no. It's too dark. Because, am I going to use that? No. But we'll find out. So that could be one of his friends. If you hear Spanish in the background, that is them. It's not like we don't have other people that speak Spanish here, but specifically right here. Like I said, they've been outside all day. And I'm like, y'all get a 4-day weekend, not a 3-day weekend? It's very light, so I don't even know if you can see what I just did. I understand Puerto. Like I said, I know some Spanish. But they're often out there. He'll do stuff to his car or be out there. I'm like, I don't care if you're out there. I don't care if you do stuff to your car. Like one of my neighbors, a building people, he does stuff to, he washes his car, cleans his car like maybe every weekend. Does he make noise? No. Okay. I digress. I don't know if that moved a thing. Anyway, so reason why I didn't start with the primer on before doing that was because we have a new primer. So, e.l.f. has a new Power Grip Matte Primer. So, you know the jelly primer that's very popular. It's green, and they have one with the niacinamide, which is pink. I'm a combo oily girl. I keep buying a mini of the jelly and then don't use it once and don't use it again. People say it's awesome, but I'm like, I have combo oily skin, so yeah. Let's put that over there. So this is what it looks like. And I've seen some reviews and seems good so far. So it's gonna have that stickiness, grip, whatever, that the poly grip usually has. But then it's also going to be matte. I've watched a few videos. This is the time to use it because somebody said it's soft matte. So pretty much when it's Phoenix hot, it probably won't work. But now until spring in Phoenix, let's get this off my, thank you. Will be good. So let's give it a try. I'm right-handed. So it looks like that. So I'm starting on T-zone, but we all know I'm not going to stay in the T-zone. So we know it's sticky. I can feel it about to be sticky. They say wait 30 seconds before applying anything else. So that's what I'm doing. I should have did that while I applied it. While we're waiting, I'm gonna pull away. This is my first full makeup video for the year, so we shall get it started. It's supposed to be like, I have a lot of stuff going on this month, so like towards the end of this month, so yeah, this thing's going on, so it's just been a slow start, but I have new things because it's been a slow start to use that I have not used yet. All right, so it's not sticky. Maybe I didn't do it. Yeah, it's not sticky at all. It was sticky. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It was sticky when I first put it on, so I don't know. So pull it a bit more because I don't know what happened. It's not doing a sticky grip thing that's supposed to. Like right now I'm feeling it, so I'm just like. Okay. And it's still wet right now because I've seen people who have stuck this to their face and it stayed on, what have you, kind of thing. And I'm like, I can say I'm not going to do that, but if it wasn't sticky, like it just was not, stuff like, it kind of sticks. So people doing that, I don't know how they can, it's also not dry yet, but we're not going to do that again. So, okay, I'm going to let it dry some more. I know I have a fan before, like, and I have a new fan actually. If my usual one is not charged or what have you, I have a new fan that actually, a backup fan basically. Yeah, for me when it dries down, it's not drying down. It's not sticky at all. Little like it's gonna be sticky. I don't know what I did. I put it on to look matte. Yeah, I'd say I look matte. I think it may, if I'm not putting in more because I don't know if that's a potential pimple. Yeah, I guess okay. Maybe a little sheen. I have primer on, so we're just gonna go with that. Let's put some powder. And I'm wearing this shirt, so we'll put the cape on. So I may try it one more time. If it doesn't do like I've been seeing on people, it's going back. Where did that go? Okay, it's such a fine mist. I was like, it's not hitting my face. Where's it going? And I don't have the fan on because it's 63 degrees right now. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry. Because we're using the e.l.f. new primer, of course, I have to use the e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation. I've used this before, so this is not new. But yeah, and this is in 53, which is deep neutral. So my face should be, I can feel a little wetness right there, but as always, the clothes are on, because when I do my makeup, I do it while the clothes is on. If it's not on, it's like, what's going on? Because the clothes is always on. It's not, but it seems like it. All right, so I'm not going to do a brush and then sponge. So. And hopefully that's enough. You know, Walmart has their makeup section. It's finally in Phoenix, is now locked up. Because I've seen other people's stories and vlogs, and they're like, yeah, stuff was locked up. And I'm like, part of our Walmart was locked up, but now the beauty more and more is blocked. I'm like, but they also keep a cashier there now more often, because before it's like, well, if y'all had a cashier there, you'd be less likely to steal because you're right there. Yeah, they can still steal, but if somebody's there, now you have to have somebody there because somebody has to unlock that crap. So yeah, I'm just gonna go like that. Work accordingly. I need to do more often that whole, just the the 6 spots kind of thing on my face and work from there. But yeah, I was in there all of a sudden 1 week. I was just in there, and then like another week, they had certain things locked up, and then I came back another week. I'm like, everything, except for like the cotton rounds. Apparently people don't steal cotton rounds. I don't know the logic for that, but you know, it's Walmart. People saying even, I guess, Walgreens, they're locking up stuff, backfired because people don't buy it because they're not waiting for somebody, the one person in the whole store, to come get, you know, help them get some deodorant. They're like, screw it, I'll leave by then. So I guess they've lost business. Walmart, eventually somebody will come. But somebody being in there at all times now, or more often than they used to be, things, yeah. It's also a new sponge. I'm not gonna say where I got it because she doesn't want me to say where I get things. But let's just say I took it from somebody I know. It was not being used. I have 2 of them. You see how big it gets when you wet it? When you dampen it, because you have to squeeze out the water. A little bit over the ears. Now, I'm not sure if this is like my summer shade, because the whole summer, winter, I'm like, yeah, I do notice sometimes I do look a little paler, but also my skin warms up and gets bronzier depending on the point of the day. So I can't really tell sometimes. And until somebody says different, which I doubt they will, I'm going to use it all the time. One thing I like using sponge with this is because it's going to grab excess. This is supposed to be medium coverage. I don't need full coverage all the time. I'm going to go down the neck. And I don't remember if this oxidized or not. But we know my face, it settles, so. Okay. And let's go on with Fenty Concealer. Am I running out? Might be running out. I can't tell. I might be. Trying to think. Yeah, it feels strange because I haven't done my makeup in so long. Like, I do my eyebrows, sunscreen, but then I was at my mother's house. Was it last week? And I was just getting eyebrows, lip gloss, sunscreen, and then I put some little bit of blush on. But I was like, I didn't take any foundation, any concealer, nothing like that, because I was only down for like 2 days. Yeah, I'd say maybe in full 2 days. So I had blush there or whatever, and I just put a little on my cheeks, put on my eyelids. And so most of the work went to the lips, eyebrows, no mascara. I'm like, you know, I was there for other things, so other business to take care of, so I wasn't, you know, I wasn't going to see nobody, so I was like, I don't need to be made up. If I saw anybody, it would have been in Walmart, because it's a small town. You're going to see anybody, you can see them at Walmart. And while I was there, it snowed. My last day there, they're like, oh, freezer warning, it's going to get real cold. And then I'm like, then there was like flurries. And then some more flurries. And I'm like, I'm trying to leave town. I don't know how to drive in snow. I'm trying to leave town. And then more flurries. And then they're snowing, but it wasn't sticking. And then, of course, about the time I wanted to leave, because I wanted to leave, I usually leave at night sometimes. But I was like, no, I want to get home during the day. But I was like trying to time rush hour in 2 different cities, the travel time, my direction. And I was like, I'm just going to have to deal with rush hour in one of these places. And it was snowing, then it was snowing some more. So I'm like, okay, finding other things to do to distract me, you know, while I'm trying to wait for the snow to stop. And I tried on some wigs. I'm not going to say whose wigs they were, but I tried on some wigs and entertained myself doing that. I'm the only child, so you don't have siblings and somebody else happens to have things like wigs. I'm like, okay. And so I posted them on Facebook, so if you're Facebook friends, you've probably seen them. Sometimes my head gets cold. So, winter, like I say, I don't know how bald men do it, because they don't look like their head is cold. I'm like, my head be cold. They're like, no, you get used to it. I'm like, no, I don't. Maybe it's the testosterone, but for me, I'm like, I be cold. My head be cold. It's usually the back of my neck. Part of my head is really the cold part, not really the head part. So if I got like a scarf on, I'll probably be fine. But anyway, so I was like, I've been meaning to get a wig. I'm looking, Love Me wigs, whatever. I've been getting them ads. So even me saying this on the phone, I already been getting the ads, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, so the Love Me wigs, I've been getting those ads on Facebook and on Insta. Hopefully I have all that off. So I just touched my arm with my sweater. I'm like, I like this sweater. That's why I'm wearing this sweater. Since I have that little pimple right there. Look at that, conceal. But so I've been getting the ads and the sale. I did try a wig from when I was at down. Yeah. And all the bangs were like this. I'm like, we all know how much I like my eyebrows. They were covering my eyebrows. But there's one that was kind of like that. And another one, I'm like, and then they talk about you have to wash them and deep condition. I'm like, and you can curl it and stuff. I'm like, I might as well have hair. But if I do it once and it holds and I ain't got to ever do it again, then okay. Because otherwise I'm like, what? Why am I doing all this work? So And I realized I did not put on my bronzer while I was doing all that before I was using the LYS. I told you it's been a while. So let's do a little here, a little here, a little here, a little there. Okay, and if you hear noise, I don't know if you'll hear it through the floor like I can right now. It's probably much right there. And that's definitely much. We'll clean that up. But I was gonna say. But yeah, so they had a nice one. Like I said, if I comb it out and don't have to do anything else, and my mother's like, I was telling my mother about the wigs. She's like, what are you gonna do with these wigs? I'm like, I'm gonna go places where people don't know me and wear these wigs. Because I know if I go someplace where people know me, they'll be like, huh. Except for, I'm gonna bring this up. So black women, we change our hair. We could change our hair every other week. We really can. Like the other day, I was thinking, do my hair blonde again. And I'm using this part versus the other side. I might just, yeah, I'm gonna use the other side for powder. And so if you've been around black women, you work with black women, you have black women in your life, depending on, you know, I don't know who'll be watching these videos, so I can't, you know, just think it's black women. So we always change our hair. Like, I'm not gonna say all of us, but it happens. And so one week she got braids, another week she don't have braids, whatever. Yeah. So hair is important. And so it has happened. You can go to work one day, come back another week. I could be bald like this, come back, go to work a week from now, and have a wig with hair. And somebody will be like, oh, your hair grows so fast. Or they'll be like, they won't recognize you. I'm going to say, often it's Caucasian people. So I'm not saying it's always, but they'll be like, oh. They'll be like, your hair grew so fast. And I was like, yeah, no. Well, how'd you do that to your hair? I was like, one, it's either a wig, or two, we got our hair done. Like I said, we be getting our hair done. So, but it's been known to happen, like I said, that either won't recognize you or be like, oh, your hair grew so fast. I didn't know you had all that hair. Da, 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 da. It's like, yeah. Like, hair doesn't grow that fast. Like, this is a week right now, and it's actually perfect. And so I need a time because when the girls, we're doing Galentine's, which is my first. I've always wanted to do Galentine's, and I was thinking about it literally like a week before it was brought up. I think I may have brought up in some way because one of the girls' birthday is like also just before Valentine's Day. So let's do Galentine's / birthday. And so I was like, okay, let me time my shaving my head. That is a good amount. And not, I wouldn't say sickly bald, but less people are concerned, kind of bald. But nobody ever says anything, so I'm like, okay, I think they're just accepting that bald people exist in the world and they can be, nothing will be wrong. Because I was somewhere, I'm trying to remember where I was, and I saw some other bald women. Where was I at? I don't remember, it'll come to me. And usually if I see them, I'm like, oh, that's nice. What is that? Who do they go to? Do they do it themselves? Those are the kind of things I wonder about. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Let's do the nose contour. That's a little out of control right here. Okay. So I'm going to take some concealer because it's definitely a little, and I know I always, what was it? There's a method you're supposed to do. I'm going to use this because I don't have a brush. Kind of fix it. And I also realized I didn't blend the edges of the concealer. I said it's been a while. There's I guess the color, the Pantone color of the year is mocha. I think a lot of colors I already use would fit with that trend, so I'm not really gonna focus on that, like just see a dedicated video or anything like that. If it happens, it happens, but it's not me going out of my way. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, so we're using, what time is it? Actually, TV just told me it's 5. It's another episode of The Clothes Came On. Juvia's Place, Liquid Blush, and Dahlia, excuse me. And we're just going to, yeah, I'm going to just do that. You see, when I do it, I did scrape some of it off because otherwise that could be a lot. Yeah, it's looking good right there. Oh, When Beauty has a cheek and lip color kind of thing, and I found a shade I like, so that's all I'm gonna say. Black History Month is coming. When Beauty's by Serena Williams. If you did not know, can be found at Ulta. It looked nice. I was washing my hand and blurred it out. Used my fingers and kind of patted it out. I'm like, yeah, that looks nice. I'm like, do I have a lipstick that color already? Because if I wore it, I would do both at the same time. Some people don't, but I would just do that because it's one and done. Okay. So I see that. Again, a lot. But we are going to blur that out. And then I'm going to take this side, the foundation, kind of go across the edges. And tone that down a little bit. And that's definitely within there. Okay. That looks fine to me. Yeah, it's going to be fine. Powder, doesn't matter. Okay. Are we ready to set? Yeah, let's set. Okay. So I still holding on. There's a little in here. And it's all these setting powders that have come out. And I'm like, do I get another one of these by Ami Collet? Do I try the, I want to say Super Mario Brothers, it's not, but Makeup by Mario ones? So I've been watching videos of people I follow, and I'm like, okay, which powders are they using? Which are their favorites? A lot of people like Huda Beauty, who came out with the Ube one. It's purple. Yeah, I don't need to try that one. So, I will not be trying that one. And then I was like, okay. And then other ones have come out that are talc free, and I'm like, do I want to try those, you know? Or just stick to one. I mean, Colet's budget friendly is like $22. So they be going up, like every brand is going up a little few dollars in. So when I bought it, it was $22. Hopefully it's still $22. I will put up if it's still $22. So Black History Month coming up, that's an idea. I'll probably do a video, but that's definitely an item to possibly look at. It's in translucent, so I'd say it's more, their products anybody can use, but I would say the setting powders, only the translucent, I would say, is anybody can use it, inclusive. They mostly seem like they go towards for Black people, which there are plenty of other brands that are fitting for everybody. That's all I'm gonna say. Sound like somebody may be leaving. I have noticed somebody I've been watching whatever their videos, they powder their under eye where the concealer is or highlight, but then they just use setting spray for everything else. And I'm like, I'm not saying I'm trying that tonight. I'm just saying I've seen it done. So let us bronzer, and we're just using the other side, which is kind of fluffy. And I patted it on my hand before I went in my face. So what it is like, my neighbors also have very active friends. The other day, there was like 4 adults and 1 child, and I'm like, it's the middle of the week. Why are none of y'all at work? And it's the middle of the day. I'm like, why is nobody at work, and why is this child not in school? This is a half a day. I was trying to understand. And they all went somewhere, came back, and I'm just like, that apartment ain't that big. Well, they've had a party down there, so it doesn't matter. But otherwise, they've been relatively quiet for like 2 weeks. New Year's Day, New Year's was, yeah. But otherwise, they were fine. And then all of a sudden, the other day, they did play the music, and I realized it's because he came home from work and played the music loud. And of course, by the time the manager came to listen, it was off. And I'm like, okay, it did come back up after he left. And then I realized I saw him leave. So I'm thinking it must have been his lunch break, and that's why it was loud. Okay. The eyeshadow is Natasha Denona, that Face and Glam palette in dark. So I'm trying to use it more because I do like it. I like it a lot. That's why I bought it, even though I bought it on sale. I want to use it more, especially since I got it down now. To do the instructions are on very easy. Like I don't know if I've covered this or whatever, but it's definitely like the instructions right there, like which one to use for crease, for transition. Obviously it's kind of messy, but I usually clean it after. Inner corner, outer corner, things like that. So the instructions are there. I think that's why it's very beginner friendly, and why I do enjoy it. So of course we're gonna go with the Saharan palette that has Neo in it, because Neo and Dahlia go together. So it's less crazy right now. I can still see it, but it's not as. So we're gonna, my fluffy brush, I really like this brush. And then I'm gonna try to focus it right here, even though I know I have some right there. So they've been very vocal today. I'm just like, why ain't y'all got no place to be? Anyway, so for Valentine's and when the girl's birthday, we're going to a restaurant she always want to go to. And I happen to follow on Instagram as well. I saw that she actually follows as well. So I'm like, okay. It's a little more, it's a little pricey. But I'm not buying as much makeup this year, so I will have the funds to go. And I had a doctor's appointment this morning, and she's like, oh, let's do this test. And I'm like thinking, is it somehow you know that I have all this extra money that I'm saving up for my savings and emergencies, and then you want to order some tests that I know the freaking deductibles could be like $100. I'm like, really, lady? I'm like, the blood work, yeah. Luckily, I'm like, we have to wait and see if they'll even, my insurance will be like, you know, cover what have you, which is the state of the world right now. So we're doing LYS powder, another black owned. I haven't used this in again. I haven't done makeup in so long. That's definitely too much, so we're gonna work that in there. It's kind of, I already had setting powder on it, so. Let's spray. I'm gonna spray with LYS because that's what I've been using before, and then I'm gonna spray with Urban Decay All Nighter, which is getting low. And it's dead. It's obviously wanting me to use the other one. This is what the other one looks like. This better not be dead. So that one, it's very finely, it's a fine mist. So I'm gonna again, and that was a lot. Then you gotta remember, this is a satin foundation, so I'm gonna leave the little bit right there. Shine that I see. You may not see the sign, but I see it. Okay, and then I'm not putting any more of the one I use for all over. I'm just setting a little bit more. Okay. Natasha, I'm gonna go under the eyes real quick. Ooh, what shade was that? I need to use transition shade color. So I'm using that one. And I can't see, so I can't take. So we have the, so since it's a full face palette, that's why I was like, did my finger just get in there? Yes, it did. Okay. I'm going to take this brush and just go once in that, in the blush. Because this blush doesn't really, I said once and then I did not. Kind of add a little shine. Yeah, I can see it. So I don't even need to go in the highlighter there. And that's it for that. And then I'm going to use the highlighter and just finger. There's actually a lot. That's a lot right there. Okay, so we're done with that. And then I'm going to take, because that was a lot for me. Where is my, okay, so it looked like my eyebrows got lost with all that. New product. Bought these a little bit before. Yes, I bought them in this year, but I discovered them. Not discovered, that's the wrong word to use. I found them. They're new. Everything came new. I haven't seen a lot of videos. They just started showing reels using this product. No one of my skin color. There has been some brown people, but yeah, it's a brown company. It's Asian is considered. Indian company from India. So this is live tinted or live tinted. This is live tinted. This is the new Legacy liner. It's like a kohl liner, so you know how I feel about trying to find a good liner, so that's what we have here. A lot of new products today. So it looks like this. I'm not gonna even try to show the words. I say that and then I do. And as always, shake. And it's supposed to be like a carbon matte, kind of. So the tip looks like that. Let's. Most of it is dry already. Let's. And y'all saw me do it, so. Oh, the stuff in my hand. Again, it wasn't dry yet, so we're gonna give it for that. We're not gonna expect it to dry immediately. What you're supposed to do when you do eyeliner, you're supposed to look straight ahead, but obviously I'm always looking down. That's why I did it like that for the initial part. And why these two look different now. I mean, shaking is just shaking it to shake it, not because it's not doing it. Okay, we're gonna use a different finger. So this was the finger I originally used. So you see a little bit of stuff on there. So we're going to use this finger. So this was the one I used before. You see some remnants? This is the one I'm gonna use. Now that it's dry. So the old one, I had remnants, this one. Okay, I'm not flipping y'all off. Okay, another new product by Live Tinted is the Legacy Lash. And they had a bigger size. This is a travel size. And I was like, oh, what is that? I didn't know they had that. I didn't know about it. I'm like, okay, let's give that a try. So yes, I am doing better this year. February, I plan to literally just, looks like this. I plan to buy on black owned products. So I think the skincare thing from hyperpigmentation and maybe that lip cheek blush otherwise. So let's get into this. So it has the kind of plastic wand I like. That's why it interested me. It has this weird little spiky thing. I don't think you can see it at the end there. I know some people like to fluff. So the eyeliner I like, but the eyeliner did not transfer up because it dried by then. So that's nice. These are the lashes. The eyeliner. What time is it? Okay, let's get the lips and then we got to go. So, last thing. I did not buy this year. I've had this. It's been sitting. So this is not new. And, okay, let's. So now I have this in my hand. Yeah. Okay. So this new item, again, I've had it. It's new to me. So Pound Cake. Black owned brand. People of color brand. Woman also brand. Don't quote me. But yeah, they have brown lipsticks now. They used to have the red. Y'all seen two of the reds. I tried one of these browns. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it. Tried some others in store, and this seemed like the best option for me, so I decided to keep this one out of them. And I wanted a brown lipstick, so I wanted a brown lipstick. And so I was trying to stick with a black-owned brand and one that would be somewhat matte. I know I have the One by One Beauty, which is definitely matte, but I wanted a different shade of brown as well. So this is what it looks like. And this one is called Rum. So you look at it, pull it out, it's kind of reddish, kind of brown. So, I'm gonna flip this mirror. I know I have to pull it off because it's gonna get on my teeth. It's happened before. I've tried it before, but like I said, I haven't done a video with it. So it's kind of red. I'm waiting for it to dry down. It's not on my teeth. I do that automatically, but it kind of goes with the reddish. And with winter colors, burgundy lips is considered a wintry color, winter look, and chocolate lips. So it's kind of between the two of those because we know I have burgundy. This thing really is not coming off. So yeah, it looks nice. So I could stop there. I'm waiting for it to dry. But since it's also e.l.f. day, I have the e.l.f. lip liner in Plum and Get It. And I tried this combo last night to see how it would look. So if this is dry enough, because it's semi-matte, so this is not going to dry all the way. Let me flip my mirror. So it's kind of a lip combo. And I'm going to do something real quick. Let's kind of blend a little bit. Both of these are kind of dirty. I could use my finger, but I know. And then I'm seeing what's on this one. Whatever's left on this. The shine from. Okay. So I'm about to leave. I'm going to take this and pat it off on my hand. I'm hoping that makeup remover will get this off, or oil. And then I'm just going to it's a kind of extra set. I've done it before, I just haven't done it on camera. So it was looking a little dry around my mouth, so that's why I was like, I need a little. So yeah, it looks better now. And yeah, I like the little lip combo. So let's put on earrings. These are the ones I had on earlier. The little kind of hearts that I've worn before, and I'm still wearing them. So I'm just wearing my boots, t-shirt, jeans, probably saw when I got up. So with that, this is my look for book club.